This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 24-yard line.
Check, line 90.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's been a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. James White's 1st carry. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Michelle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Check it. Hey, box truck. Hey, go 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. On first down, it's White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Here's Brady.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Caught by Sanu. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, watch delay.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 66 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an open.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Line 90.
Check Mike 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down now, it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a foot race. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. He just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go again.
On the ground is Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Michelle. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Just a couple on the ground. Down there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Right there.
Jason McCourty.
Dang, baby.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike 54. Bring it. Bring it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.